Okay, and we are live. Thanks everyone for being here in this latest crowdcast organized by us. One thing I already saw in the toolbox here when we were going live. Been waiting for this for 2 years. Well, we are also waiting for this for 2 years for the moment that is coming. The moment where we will launch Astar, when we will launch our mainnet onto Polkadot. We have been working on this for a couple of years now. Sota has been together working with Parity from the start, and we are very excited about getting closer to the moment that we will be live, going live. So, hi everyone, my name is Martin. I work for Star Ecosystem, and I'm happy I will be leading this crowdcast. I will explain everything regarding our launch as a Parachain on Polkadot, as well as all the steps that will be included in this. Then I also will give you guys a brief explanation about our roadmap for 2022. This is very important for everyone to know what we will be doing in quarter 1 until quarter 4. Then I will explain a little bit about some important things that we will have in the future as well. And then, yeah, I will make sure everything is covered during this crowdcast, as well as questions from the community. Some questions that are already in the box, ask a question, will be answered during this crowdcast. So, but if you have any other questions regarding milestones that I will be explaining during the roadmap, feel free to do this as well. I'm more than happy to give you more information about this. After this crowdcast, we will be also publishing an article in our Medium. This article will also give all the milestones that we have been discussing during this crowdcast. And then there will also be like a community AMA on Monday on Discord, where we are also available for all the questions regarding the roadmap as well as for the launch of Astar. So I already introduced myself. So Sota, feel free to introduce yourself as well.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Sota Watanabe, founder of Astar Network. So Astar is going to be launched in days, I guess. So today's meetup is really important for us and for you to understand what's next in the upcoming milestones. So I'm really excited to be here and thank you for your participation today.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, for those who are just new in our ecosystem about a star and a star ecosystem, so can you explain a little bit what is a star and what are we trying to solve in the Polkadot ecosystem?
Yeah. So Astar Network is a multi-chain build protocol on Polkadot supporting Ethereum virtual machine, WebAssembly, and multiple layer 1 bridges. So people can earn token while making smart contract or infrastructure. So this is the one of the biggest feature only Astar Network has in Polkadot ecosystem. Also we support Ethereum virtual machine, so people can deploy Solidity contract, Ethereum smart contract on the top of Astar. And we also support WebAssembly. Gavin said Ethereum virtual machine is right now, but future is WebAssembly. That's why we are also supporting WebAssembly. And we also support multiple bridges. So we are going to support Ethereum bridge, Binance Smart Chain bridge, Cosmos bridge, and so on. Yep.
I think that's like a great summary about what we are doing, what we are trying to achieve as well. Later on in the milestones that I will be presenting to you, you will have like a more clear picture of what is going to be happening in 2022 for a star ecosystem. So now I will be talking about our launch strategy. So where are we now? Where are we heading to? And what are we aiming to achieve? So this is our internal launch schedule, but I'm more than happy to share it everyone with you today. So phase 1, the auction period is already concluded. Everything is done. Everyone who is here participated in the crowd loan. Some of you didn't, but are interested in where to buy Star tokens. I will explain to you as well later on. But we already are now in phase 2, meaning we just onboarded our collators into our mainnet. We now have 15 collators running. Collators, they are actually our validators. They will producing new blocks in our ecosystem. They will pre-finalize blocks that will having transactions in their history and things like that. Before we will launch, we will add another 10 community collators. And then we will have like a total of 25 collators running in our mainnet and ready to handle all the transactions in projects that will be launching on Astar. Let me see. Then the locked participants form registration. This is already done. If you are not familiar or you don't know what this is, you don't need to worry about it, because this was mainly for those who joined the lock drop and also participated in our crowd loan and also participated with a different address. So it's only a limited amount of people that are affected with this. The roadmap announcement Q1, this was supposed to be happen yesterday, but then we thought it might be better if we first explain everything and then release the announcements about our roadmap. So it's ready, but it will be announced today and will be published also after this call. The final confirmation of distribution amount, this is what we have been doing until today and still happening today. What is this? This is everything that we are doing regarding the calculation of the crowd loan rewards. This includes all those who join through partners like Parachain, Bifrost, and so on. Also those who joined with exchanges, and also those who joined with the crowd loan page that we have set up and through our wallet partners and so on. So this is like a very huge amount of contributions. We are handling over 50,000 contributions to our crowd loan. And then there will be like another wallets that are also not included for us, but are included for the exchanges to handle as well. So it's a lot of calculation. Also, we need to make sure that everything is correct by our partners, that they will be sending us the correct list and things like that. So it's a lot of work for us. So where are we now regarding the distribution? As you can see in part 5, we will be distributing the rewards. We will do this in different kind of batches. Today, we will be sending out the first batch. The first batch is all those who joined our crowd loan. Yes, everyone who will join our crowd loan will be getting their tokens somewhere today. I can't say the exact timeline because it's now being tested in a batch test network that we have set up, where we test the distribution of this. When this is completed and verified, we will do this on Astar. So if you join the crowd loan, you will be getting your rewards today. Then we also have another batch ready. That's batch number 2. Those are every wallet that joined with our partners. And I'm talking here about 3 partners: Bifrost, who joined through Bifrost, who joined through Parachain, and those who joined with Equilibrium. We received the list of participations from them. But it still needs to be finalized on our end to make sure that the data we receive from them is correct. We can already say that Bifrost is ready and it's verified. Parachain is also ready and verified. We are doing now the final check for Equilibrium, and then that batch is also ready. So if you joined our crowd loan through Bifrost, Parachain, or Equilibrium, you will get your tokens directly in your wallet. You don't need to go to Parachain or you don't need to go to Bifrost. We will send them to you. Yes. Those who joined the exchanges for the crowd loan, this is already in batch 1 because we only received one address from the exchange that was the contribution. So we will send the rewards to them directly. And then it's up to the exchanges how to handle the rewards that we have sent them. So if you joined with an exchange, I recommend you to talk to the exchange itself, but do this after we are launched. You don't need to do this today. You don't need to do this tomorrow because we are not launched yet. So they can't do anything. They don't have any power to do some transactions, but they will be able to do this after we are launched. So if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to do so. We are already in contact with the exchanges that joined the crowd loan, and they are doing their best now to inform and educate the community. Okay, so don't need to worry about that. Everything is also being communicated well on our end through them, with them. Then the other phase is on January the 17th. The date you see here on our roadmap, those are our deadlines, meaning that's to be done by then. That's our aim. We are aiming for this date. EVM smart contract phase and enable EVM contract module. That is already done. So the only thing that we need to do is when we update our runtime of Astar, meaning that we will um, make sure that Astar will have all the latest features for everyone to use. At that moment, also token transactions will be enabled, EVM will be enabled, everything will be ready. And that's when we are calling our launch is ready. So we are telling you about the launch. And for us, the launch meaning everyone will have their tokens, everyone will be able to send the tokens around. And that's what we call our launch. Regarding exchange listing and things like that, I will come back to this later on. But this is not, for us, not part of the launch. We are aiming to be getting the changes ready at launch, but most likely it will be a couple hours later, of course, because they still need to get the tokens ready and so on. One thing I didn't mention during the distribution of rewards using vesting was the lock draw participants. So our lock draw participants, they are batch number 3. Um, why are they in the latest batch? Because it takes more of our resources to make sure everything is okay with them, because they have a different vesting schedule. They We have people that joined our lock drop with 1,000 days of lock of their Ethereum. So they have a different vesting than those who just joined with 30 days. And it's a lot of work because we need to take a lot of things in consideration before doing this. So the lock drop participants, if you join the lock drop, please wait until we release batch number 3. We will announce everything on Telegram, Discord, Twitter. So just follow up there. Okay, I think I covered everything regarding the launch schedule. Now I will be telling you what do you need to know about our launch. So all the tokens, they are sent to your Polkadot address. A lot of you are already thinking about, oh, but we are having Astar, and when I'm on Polkadot, I can't see my Astar tokens. No, you need to go to our portal. And I already put the link here, like the portal.astar.network. And this is actually the only place you need to know about your tokens. This is the best place you need to go with. You can also go with the Polkadot.js website as well. But for those who are not familiar using that website, it can be very complicated because there's a lot of buttons. It's all about more about for developers. This portal we created is very basic, meaning that everything that you want to know can be found on the portal. So if you go to our portal here, portal.astar.network, you will see this page. It's very basic. This is still the MVP version. Soon we will release a new portal as well. What you need to do first, if you are connected to the Shiden network, you have to change this into the Astar network on Polkadot. So once you have done this, you need to just press switch, and then it will be connected to, as you can see here, connected to Astar. What you need to do then is connect your wallet. For your wallet, you need to go with your Polkadot.js extension wallet. This is the only wallet that will support your crowd loan participation. It will support your Polkadot address for now. Later on, you can also use Clover. Here also Matt wallet will be accepted here, and other wallets as well in the future. But now you need to take the Polkadot. Let me just put a test account. You will see all your wallets that you have in your Polkadot.js. You just select the one. Oh, sorry. Let me see how to turn this off.
Yeah, sometimes happen.
Yeah, it was someone from the exchange is calling. So you have your wallet here. So you just select the one that you joined the crowd loan with. Just make sure that the wallet that you selected is allowed on all chains, and then you will see it here. Then you just click on your wallet, you press confirm, and then you have this wallet here. You will see all the stars that are vested and are locked. Everything that you will be receiving regarding the star will be visible here. Okay, that's a very important portal that you need to know about, because you can do everything here. Transfer, if you want to transfer, you just transfer your star tokens to exchanges. You can transfer to another wallet. You can go, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it, just a regular wallet you are used to it. Okay, that's everything I wanted to make sure that you understand. So If you have your tokens, the best place to go is to our portal, and you will be able to do everything. We will make sure everything is very easy for everyone to understand what to do. Okay, let me just get back to this. Okay, then 10% of your token amount will be transferable at launch, meaning the moment the token transactions are enabled, you will be able to send 10% of your token amount. The other 90% is vested, and the vesting period is 22 24 months. Why am I saying 22 24 months? I will explain this. For our vesting, we have set up 22 months. Yes, but the vesting is connected with the number of blocks produced in our ecosystem, meaning every 12 seconds there's a new block produced. And when there's a new block produced, a little amount of your vested tokens will be unvested. Yes. But it's always possible in our ecosystem there will be a delay with block productions. Let's say, for instance, we aim for 12 seconds, but let's say after a month it's 13 seconds, meaning that the vesting period will be a little bit longer. So we aim for 22 months, but you don't need to, it's not possible for us to say the exact date. It depends on the block numbers. And that's something that we don't know in 2 years. We don't know that block number at that day, at that time. It's something that always can have like a small delay. And the vesting will start on January 17 midnight Central European time. Then the vesting will start. We are aiming to launch our network on January the 17th at 1 p.m. UTC. That's our aim time that we are going for. Yes. So we are aiming for January 17, 1 p.m. UTC. We will upload our runtime. Then it will take a couple of, I believe, a couple of sessions, I think an hour before it's enabled. Then the new runtime will be settled in. Our collates will be updated as well. And then everything will be going on from then. So just keep in mind at 1 p.m. UTC on January the 17th, that's our aiming moment. But it's possible it can be a little bit later, a couple of hours, because the runtime needs to be upgraded as well. And then another important thing that I'm asking and everyone to know is the unlock vested tokens. Like I said in the beginning, at every new block that is generated in our ecosystem, a small amount of your vested tokens will be unvested. It's not possible, or the framework from Substrate is not built that those vested tokens are transferred directly into your transferable wallet. You need to unlock them. And how you will be able to do this is also on our portal. So the moment the vesting starts, you can go to our, let me just explain it to you. You can go to our portal, and then there will be here like a button, unlock vested account amounts, so unvested tokens. So the moment your vested tokens are able to be unlocked, yes, you can do this every day, you can do this every hour, you can do this every week, depending on your preference that you would like to do. And then if you press this button, then those tokens will be transferable. You need to send them to your wallet first. And the total circulation supply at launch will be 8.76%. That will be our initial token circulation supply. This includes 10% from Lockdrop, 10% from crowd loan, 10% from investors. Also, our market makers are included into this, as well as our marketing. You can be sure the market makers, they don't sell, but they are still in circulation. Yes, we need those market makers on exchanges to fill in the books and make everything possible for people to buy the tokens. And marketing, this includes marketing on exchanges. This includes bonus that we give to exchanges to distribute to the people. So overall, everything calculated, it will be 8.76% in circulation at launch. This is much lower than we had on Scheiden. So on Scheiden, we had, I think, around 21%. So we learned a lot from this. So that's why we changed.
24%.
24, yeah. And now For Astar, we learned a lot, so now it's 8.76%. For those who still have questions, feel free to ask them below in the Ask a Question button so we can answer your questions at the end of this presentation. Okay, already talked to that. Okay, then I will be talking about the Astar roadmap for 2022. This is also very important for everyone to understand. During the previous AMA that we had, we told you that we will be building the roadmap. We aimed to make this ready for everyone at the end of 2021, but it wasn't possible for us to do because there were so many things to do. So we will be introducing everything today. Yes. And most of you who are here, you already know that the Astar ecosystem contains two main networks. We have Shiden that is connected as a parachain on Kusama, and we have Astar that is connected as a parachain on Polkadot. When I'm talking here in this crowdcast and later in the future, I'm talking about Astar because Astar is the network that will be having two mainnets, Astar and Shiden. So when I'm talking about new features on Astar, this also includes Shiden. So that's something that you need to be aware about. So Shiden, what is Shiden for us? What is Shiden compared to Astar? So Shiden is a canary network of Astar, and Shiden will have all the latest features we are developing. Astar, it will act more as a mature layer 1 blockchain with all the finished features that first are tested out on Shiden. Yes. And the milestones that I will be explaining in this crowdcast, they are for Shiden and Astar. Yes. But everything will first go to Shiden and are tested before it will be implemented on the Astar mainnet. So it's possible that one of the features will be on Shiden in Q1, but it can be delayed until Q3 before it will be on Astar, because we need to make sure that it's fully ready to be launched on our mainnet Astar. And that's the same if you compare Polkadot with Kusama. Everything will be first on Kusama, tested out, like the parachains. Everything was first on Kusama. And then the developers decide, okay, the parachain auction is ready for Polkadot, and then they moved it to Polkadot. It wasn't at the same time. It wasn't different. The mechanism behind it was much more mature than it was on Kusama. And that will be the same with Shiden and Astar. The mechanism with the features on Astar will be much more mature than they were at the beginning on Shiden, because Shiden will act as a canary network. That's something that everyone needs to be well aware of. That's why I also added Shiden logo here on this header, because I will be saying a lot about the star, but in the background you have to take note that everything first goes to Shiden. Okay. Good. This is our Q1. So first I would explain a little bit about our roadmap, how it's our roadmap design. So our roadmap will give you an overview of all the aspects of our upcoming product, our goals, our timeline, our features, our resources, and so on. The roadmap indicates what the development team is building on, what we are solving, and the new products with the long-term business goal that we have set up front. Yes. So for Q1, we will start with the Astar Network launch. This will be happening on Monday. When the launch will be available, tokens will be available to be transferable to other wallets as well. Then we will have the AnySwap bridge integration to the Astar portal. Those who aren't familiar with the AnySwap bridge is a bridge that maybe I should rename this AnySwap into the multi-chain, because they recently rebranded AnySwap to multi-chain. So multi-chain is a project that has a bridge with Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and so on. And we will make this integration in our Astar portal just to transfer your tokens from one ecosystem to us. We will also redesign the Astar portal. We will launch our Astar incubation program. Our Astar incubation program is for projects who will be natively born on our ecosystem. We have recently been announcing a lot about ArtSwap. this will be like a DEX the moment the star is launched, a couple of days later, of course. And this is a project that will be built for a star ecosystem. It's adapted to our ecosystem. Yes, it's not with the incubation program. It's different than the builders program. The builders program is for everyone who wants to build on top of a Shiden or a star can join the builders program, because in their cross-chain vision they can extend to us and so on. But the incubation program is more about the natively supported project that we are supporting. We will release an article about this as well later on in a couple of weeks to explain everything regarding the incubation program. The call for build-to-earn proposals. This is about, if I'm not mistaken, for Shiden, for all projects who are building on top of Shiden to join the dApp staking mechanism. Yes, now it's mostly projects who are on the builders program, who are still developing and so on. But we will make it open for everyone who is live on Shiden to join dApp staking. And we will also change the tokenomics around dApp staking, around our build to earn, to give more power to developers. If they want to choose to give more away to the users or the other way around, then we want to make it flexible for everyone to use dApp staking for the developers. Collator monitoring, this is part of our DevOps as well as infrastructure FinOps. Then we will finish the ZK Planck Web3 Foundation grant. We already delivered milestone 1, and we are currently working on the milestone 2 for this. The in contract support on Parachains will also be implemented on Shiden, meaning that it will be possible to launch your WebAssembly smart contracts on top of Shiden to use the WASM part of our ecosystem. The XCM integrations. The XCM integrations is the communication between other parachains. Like, this will be on Shiden because it's not ready on Polkadot. But it will be first on Shiden, where we will be integrating, for instance, with Akala, Karura, with Bifrost, with Zenlink. We also will open up our XCM with Moonriver as well. We have been working closely now with Moonriver and Moonbeam to open up the XCM together to get more tokens around in the Kusama and Polkadot ecosystem. Another thing is the Astar types package. This is more for developers who are and more EVM tooling as well. This is everything for Q1 that we will be working on regarding developments. For Q2, what are we doing here? At ArtSwap for Astar portal. What's this? ArtSwap will already be live, but on our portal you will be seeing a native DEX, and that will be ArtSwap that will be connected there. Improve our Astar portal performance. What's this? This will be like integration with subquery that we will be indexing everything and will be faster for users to use dApp staking as well. We will improve everything. The performance behind the Astar portal will be much more better, much more faster, and so on. We will also create a learning hub for dApp developers. So if you are interested in learning more about how to build on Shiden, how to build on Astar, how to build with WebAssembly smart contracts or Solidity smart contracts in the ecosystem, we will be creating in Q2 a learning hub for all developers who are interested in joining. The XCM client libraries, dApp staking performance metrics. What's this? This is more for users who wants to know more about a project that is using dApp staking to stake on. Like, for instance, you want to know, okay, I want to stake on that project because I want to support that project, but I want to know how many users are using that smart contract, how many TVL do they have in their project, what else? How many transactions does this project has? And this data will be visible as well in your project, in the dApp staking project, in the card. Will be working with this closely with dApp Radar and other projects as well. There will also be like a new Astar homepage. Now, if you go to Astar Network, I'm talking about this page. It will be improved. It will be a new design. The public endpoint clusters, the on-chain governance palette will be also set in place. With the on-chain governance palette, I'm talking here about the implementation of the palette and some on-chain governance features. I'm not saying that in Q2 everything will be completely with an on-chain governance ready. Yes, it will first be on Shibuya, then we are talking about integration some parts on Shiden, and most likely in Q2 it will not be on Astar. It will only be on Shiden, some features. Then the Ask and other WebAssembly contract language support, meaning that we will not only support Inc languages, but also support other languages for creating smart contracts. WebAssembly smart contracts contract tooling will be available, as well as the XVM protocol demo with EVM. The XVM stands for cross-chain virtual machine, meaning that Solidity contracts can interact with WebAssembly contracts and so on and so on. So this is like the first step towards the design of the complete XVM integration in our ecosystem. Okay, then you have Q3 and Q4. As you can see, it's much smaller, the list of milestones, because it's very difficult to see later on in each quarter what we will be working on. But what I can say now is that there will be at every end of each quarter, I will release an article with all our achievements, as well giving more information about the upcoming quarter. And then most likely in Q3 and Q4, there will be much more, but I can say it when we are heading towards that quarter. For Q3, we are working on a native bridge integration with the Star portal. Which kind of bridges are we talking here about? We also are now in talks with the Cosmos bridge, as well as the Binance Smart Chain bridge natively, but it's not still known because it's an external project team that is working on us, and it's very difficult for them to give us an exact timeline. So we're aiming for Q3, but most likely it will be much earlier that it will be achieved. Layer 2 developer tooling will also be available, dApp staking manager, a Layer 2 demo app as well, the XVM protocol demo with WebAssembly, and dApp staking multi-token demo. What's this dApp staking multi-token? This is when it's possible, when you join a dApp staking, that the project can add that token as well as a reward mechanism in staking on their application. It will be much more easier for them to incentivize users by using dApp staking for them. In Q4, we will be working on the Astar consensus. This is about our consensus mechanism that we now have set in place. Currently, it's our proof of stake, but we are looking into changing this maybe later into nominated proof of stake or another proof of stake mechanism, and also make it more open for other collectors as well to join. Then there will be the Astar Academy certification. I already talked about the education hub, the learning hub that you will be working on as well, and then there will be more like an academy where you can get a certificate to graduate the Astar Academy. Then the XVM client libraries, dApp staking XCM support. With this, we mean that projects on other ecosystems who are doing something in our ecosystem can actually join dApp staking as well. And then the XCM will be more used in the entire ecosystem with other parachains that are connected as well. We will have more Layer 2 partnerships as well as the XVM protocol demo with XCM. It's very difficult with all those terms like XVM and XCM, but if you are a developer and interested in knowing more as well about this, feel free to join our Discord, where we can also explain more about these features. But this will give you an overview about everything about our ecosystem. What will we be focusing on in 2022? This is our developers roadmap. So it's a lot, and we'll give you an overview about what are we doing. At the end of every quarter, you will receive or you will see an article where everything is explained, our achievements, where are we going to, in case something went wrong, what went wrong, how did we solve it, and so on and so on. Okay, I think I covered everything regarding the roadmap. Then the other part is about hiring. We are looking for you. There will be like new vacancies coming to our ecosystem. This is one thing that we are be focusing on in Q1 as well, is hiring more people to help us improve everything that we currently are building. Currently, we hired like two new members. One of them is, I'm missing my mouse. Okay. Okay, we want to welcome to the team Jacob. He was the former CMO of Obernomics. He joined our growth success team from December. Then we also just hired Jake. He's former Web3 Foundation. He joined our team as a Rust engineer. So he will be helping in the development part. Jacob will be helping in the growth part. More vacancies will be available on AngelList. It's not up to date now, but we will be adding more later on. And everything will also be announced in our Discord. We have a special channel in our Discord, ecosystem jobs, where everything will be pushed here. As well, if you want to just send us an open application, feel free to contact me, contact Sota, contact Jacob, and we are more than happy to listen to you and see where you can fit in our team if there is a possibility to. Okay, great. And now there will be the Q&A session. I talked around 40 minutes about the roadmap and our star launch. I will shorten the Q&A session maximum to 20 minutes, and then we will round up. So in 20 minutes, I hope to answer as much as questions as possible. Regarding, most likely, I will already tell this now, regarding exchange listing, we are talking with exchanges for the launch of a star, meaning that the exact names that we can say. You already saw that Gates did like a promotion. We are talking closely with Hobie as well. We are talking very closely with OKX. We are talking with Kraken. We are talking with other exchanges as well. And those who will be ready at launch, yes, this is something that everyone is very curious about. We are working so closely with the previous exchanges that already listed Chiden, and we will do our best to make sure that all the tier one exchanges will be covered for Astar as well. Okay, cool. Let's start with the questions. Sota, I will ask some questions, and then it would be great if you also could help me with answering them.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Of course.
When is it planned to distribute Astar coins to crowd participants? Okay, we already covered this. This will be
Uh, yeah, I can answer again,
in
but in
hours, of course.
hours. In the Yeah, Asta will be listed once we enable token transfer in days.
Correct. And then there was the next question is also about no. When will we receive the tokens of the crowd
Yeah,
loan,
same
and
one.
when we use the dApps for staking? Thanks in advice. So basically, for the launch of our tokens, we already covered this, but for dApp staking, this will not be immediately happening on a star. We first want to redesign our tokenomics before we will enable it. It will be much faster than it was on Shiden. But then all the tokens who are locked, all the tokens who are vested, they are able to be used in dApp staking. So they won't be locked. So you still will be can use them in staking and earn staking rewards. I currently have only a Polkadot wallet. Are there any other wallet interface that you recommend for interaction with the project?
Yep. So basically, we are supporting Polkadot.js, MetaMask, Clover Wallet, and the Mass Wallet. So recently, we integrated Clover Wallet, and Clover Wallet is, you can manage Ethereum token as well as Polkadot token by Clover Wallet. So this is multi-chain wallet. So I personally recommend Clover in Polkadot.js.
Yes, it's really great. If you are not familiar with Clover, please check out their wallet. They will have all the integrations in the ecosystem
Yeah.
ready for Polkadot, meaning that you can use EVM, you can use
Yeah.
Substrate, you can use every kind of wallet. This can be like, some people call it the MetaMask for Polkadot. So it's really great, and you really need to check it out. Okay. Do you already know how much Astar tokens will be needed for minimum stake on the platform to support projects? This is not discussed yet, but it will be similar as for Shine. We want to have like a minimum, but we will reduce it as well. If you saw in our roadmap, one of the things is to improve the performance of our portal. This includes dApp staking as well. So When this is improved, there will be much more people be joining our dApp staking with lower staking amount, with unlimited number of stakers later on, or we will increase it. It all depends on the development now, but we are aware of this and will be working on this as well. So thanks for your question. Another thing, when will the Astar token be distributed for use on the Binance exchange? Greetings from the Astar Network. For Binance, they will receive our token today or tomorrow. Then they can't do anything with it. It's not possible for them to do something with it because we first need to enable token transactions. So it's no use to ask them when you will get it, because they can't give you it because the token transactions are locked. After this, it's up to Binance to communicate. We didn't get a go from them to tell them what will be happening, but they will announce and educate the community on their end. So we will help them when they are ready, and we will announce it to our community also when they are ready. Okay. What marketing plan in order to boost popularity of dApp staking and quality of selection of dApps? Most of these shine dApp unable to gain market traction, and even some of them doesn't seem like contributing any network effect to the ecosystem. Star needs
I
some
got the
flagship.
question.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so basically to increase, we have learned a lot from Sweden, and I have personally analyzed all layer one like Solana, Avalanche, and so on in terms of growth strategy. And the most important parameter we are going to follow is total value locked on layer one blockchain on Astar Network, as known as TVL. And the higher TVL, the higher valuation is. So we would like to create higher TVL. To make higher TVL, Astar Native project is really necessary. Astar Native is higher. Astar Native means higher APY and optimize the UI and optimize the UX for only for Astar. Right now, we have a lot of copy and paste project on student, but core team is going to develop and also nurture Astar Native project. So user experience will be optimized for Asta users, and that this kind of project can get a lot of traction, a lot of TVL. So we're gonna grow and develop Asta native project in coming weeks and coming months.
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, and also we have a two big announcements after the launch. So yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, well, how is the team feeling on the winning, and what Astar is planning new will, and in any ways it will be beneficial for the community as a whole? Okay, I already explained this during the roadmap explanation that I did earlier. So also follow the
Yeah.
article that I will be publishing after the crowdcast. It also covers the complete roadmap, so you can see it again as an image. When is plan distribution? Okay, already answered that. Okay, already answered about Binance. Hey, how is Astar Network different from current smart contract chain on Polkadot, Kusama, like Moonbeam? So they already
I can.
answered this. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I have already answered that question at the beginning of Crowdcast, but two things. One thing is the build to earn protocol. So Moonbeam is creating Ethereum on Polkadot, which is great. We are creating build on multi-chain protocol, so people can earn token while making smart contract or while making infrastructure. If you are making on Moonbeam, you have to pay gas, and that's it. You gotta lose token. If you make on Asta, you can get Astar token based on your contribution. And second one is WebAssembly support. So we think WebAssembly is the future, and Gavin thinks so too. So we are supporting WebAssembly right now. In the future. But we also support Ethereum virtual machine. So we are supporting Ethereum virtual machine as well as WebAssembly. This is the second difference.
Yes, correct. What I would like to add to this is we already support WebAssembly, but locally dev mode with our interface, because it's currently not possible for nobody to integrate WebAssembly on a Parachain. It's still in progress and will be happening in Q1. That we will be also we also work very close with Parity to make it happen. But it's already possible to create your project based on WebAssembly locally with our infrastructure. That's already possible. Um, Metaverse and Astar, what can we expect in the future? That's something that we don't know about Metaverse. What we can say is we are working very closely with BitCountry as well to integrate Astar into BitCountry Metaverse. And if there's any project who is building smart contract with Metaverse on top of Shiden or Astar, we will for sure spread it out to everyone who's in our community. I crowdloan through Para Finance. Any problems there? No, there are no problems with your contribution with Parafi. You will be getting your rewards in batch number 2. So just wait for this weekend and you will receive your Star tokens in your contribution wallet that you did with Parafi. What's the anticipated Star staking API?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet, and it will be. We are doing our best. We are aiming to make it very high for our community. What are the transactions fee for unlocked tokens? Well, the transaction fee is so very low. It's like almost, I think on Chiden is 0.007. Not so sure. Very low. It's like even less. It's, you can say it's almost free actually. It's you don't need to worry about the transaction fee about this. Please, can you take us through the staking options for Star and when they will be possible? Thanks. I already explained this in another question. It will be available in dApp staking. Later on, we will also have some staking events on some exchanges, so please follow up on this. What is the exact number of transactions per second a Star will have for both EVM and WASM? The exact number, we keep on performing and keep adding more infrastructure needs in our Parachain. It's also supply and demand. The more projects are coming, the more we will make available. That's why we are also focusing in the future about the layer 2, just in case that's needed in our ecosystem. We already have layer 2 solutions created, but not implemented yet. As you can see in our roadmap, it's planned for Q3. So we think the moment layer 2 is needed, we are ready for a start to support those projects. As you can see, during answering those questions, me and Sota are constantly talking about a Star, but what we mean with a Star, we means are both mainnets, Astar Network, and Shiden Network. Keep that in mind. It's not that we are saying a Star, that will only be on a Star. It will also be on Shiden. What is going to happen with SDN when Parachain lease ends? Then we just will apply to the second lease slot, and we will, our lease slot will be ended, and then we will apply for another lease slot. It will be, we currently don't have any timeline for this setup, but it's something that is also in our, it was not in this roadmap, but we also are aware that it will be happening during the summer, and then we will be ready to get that second lease slot on Kusama for another year. Is Gate.io the only exchange that will be live on January the 17th? Nope. But Gate is the only one that announced it already publicly, but it will not be. We are talking with other major tier 1 exchanges as well. More information will be available as soon as the integration is done and we are able to communicate this. Just follow up this weekend and Monday. You will see them coming. Okay. There's still a lot of questions. I still have, let's say, 9 more minutes. Will we be able to stake any other tokens like DOT or DOT variants obtained from Crowdloan? Yes, you can store. No, but not for staking, but you will have like a multi-token support later on in dApp staking as well. I participated in crowd loan. Okay, it's already answered by Mario. Thank you, Mario. Um, Thanks to the team. I'm here since 2020. Thanks a lot for being here, Ivan. And I want to know if you can publish a kit for programming in Astar using blocks or an easy way for beginners for smart contracts. Yes, we already have tutorials available in documentation, but in our roadmap, I also explained about the Learning Hub, where we will be helping everyone to know more about learning to program in our ecosystem. Because yeah, it's very important as well. Can I create my node validator on a star? Yes, you
Yes.
can already create your collator on a star. Come to our Discord, you will see a channel collator launch where you can get all the support from developers who are working on the collators, as well more news about how to join as a validator on a star.
Yep.
Is a star going to give the possibilities of staking? Yes, I already covered this. This is not a good question. Is it possible to estimate the reward if we went through the exchanges? I see. Possible. Oh, the question was wrong. Oh, it's possible. The exchanges. No, it depends because a lot of the exchanges had their own bonus structure. So you need to follow up with them. So regarding Binance, for instance, they had a different bonus pool. OKX had a different bonus structure. Um, some other exchanges had no bonus. So it's up to, yeah, you need to follow up with exchanges for this. How many people do you plan to join dApp staking for each dApp? Now it's currently 512. We are working now on improving this, and this will be increased to more than 1,000. And then there will be in the future, it will be unlimited. We know how to solve this, but we want to take it step by step. What's the minimum a start to run a node validator? This is not fully decided, but we take it similar to Shiden. To run a permissionless collator on Shiden, you need 32,000 SDN tokens to be locked. Because a star is 100 times bigger regarding token supply, it will be most likely be 3.2 million if you want to run a collator permissionless on a network. Have NFT double chuck support has been abandoned? No, they are not. The only problem here is that it's been handled by Polkadot. We have been talking with them, but to be honest, the progress isn't that fast regarding integration as well as they have great plans. They already showed us great plans as well, but I don't have no idea when we will be able to do more with the Blossom NFT or now.
Yeah, they have actually hacked last year and they changed the internal structure. So everything was changed. So we have to talk with them.
Yes. Crowd loan batch 1, partners batch 2, and the lock drop which batch number 3. There
Yep.
you go. Will I be able to stake on Portal 2?
Yes.
This will be on dApp staking. You said tokens will be sent to Pocket address. Is it the same address where Blossom Network tokens are stored?
Yes.
So the moment you integrate your Blossom wallet into our portal, you will see your Star tokens. It's actually one wallet that can be one wallet that you have, one address that you create in the Polkadot ecosystem. You can use it on all parachains, on all systems. You will just have a different address, but the wallet will be the same. What will be the listing price? We don't know. We have an
We
initial
don't know.
listing price, but it depends on the market. I already covered this. When will vested tokens be available for staking? Vested tokens will be available for staking the moment dApp staking is available. Future integrations, I already covered this in my roadmap. On which exchanges will Astar be listed right after launch? Please follow up this weekend and Monday, and we will do more announcements regarding this. What is Astar incubation? Is this like a launchpad for Astar holders? It's not a launchpad, but a launchpad can be part of a Star incubation program. More information will be available when we will release the article about the incubation program. It's still now in the starting phase. Jakob, the previous that I already mentioned during our presentation, is working on this, and we will make sure it will be available for everyone to understand what the program actually is.
Yeah, the information will be published in coming weeks.
Yes. When SDN will be listed in Karora, I already talked to in the roadmap. The XCM integrations is planned for Q1. We are now, I think, doing the testing on Shibuya in our testnet, and
Yes.
the integration will be ready in Q1. And then also, Karora is our number one priority regarding the XCM. So they will most likely be the first one that we will be doing the XCM with. Is there any information about the people that participated to Fearless Wallet? Are they going to get tokens today? Yes, Fearless Wallet, they did directly to the crowd loan with your own wallet, so they are batch number 1. And they will get it today as well. Is there any information how much API will be staked at the beginning? Nope, we can't answer this quite now. Can we have any news about ZK rollups? Thanks. In our roadmap, I talked about, I think in Q1, about the ZK Plank with Web3 Foundation. So, and the focus on the layer 2 will be in Q3. So please follow up with all the developments regarding the layer 2 developers in our ecosystem through our Discord, our Medium, as well as our Twitter.
Yep.
What can we do with the Astar tokens if you are not enable dApp staking? We will enable staking mechanism. This will be on exchanges. We will have projects list being deployed in the first week of our launch, meaning that your tokens will also be used there in their pools as well. So there will be a lot of usage available in the first week of our launch. Is it possible to join dApp staking as a developer? If I have a great idea but no ability of programming, is there any opportunity to join your team? You can join the builders program, but it's not just with an idea that you can join. You need to have a team behind you that can develop this. Read more about this in the builders program and feel free to apply. Don't apply with an idea, apply with a team. And if you have an idea, one thing I can recommend you, in Q1, we are also doing some hackathons. More information will be available as well with this. Then with a hackathon, you can join a team with an idea and build developers around that idea. So if you want to create something in our ecosystem and you only have an idea but no developers, I recommend you to wait for any news regarding hackathons, and please join with your ideas, because there will be a lot of developers who can code but don't have any inspiration. So people like you are also needed there. How does Astar intend to differentiate itself from other projects? Okay, like Moonbeam, we already covered this. Yes, it's around 630 million. I'm not so sure. I have to check. It's 8.7% that will be
Yeah.
circulation supply.
Yeah, one thing I would like to say is Shiren was roughly 27%. I mean, initial supply. So we reduced a lot from 27 to 8.7. This 8.7 includes market making amount. So actual amount is much smaller, roughly 6 or 7%.
Yes, correct. Then is there an NFT drop? We have surprises coming up with the launch, so just wait for more news about this. What can we do with your star tokens? I already answered this. For log drop contributors, when and how can I see star tokens? Please wait until your batch is distributed. Do we get a boop for this talk? Nope. Don't know what it is actually. RSwap or standard tag. RSwap is like a native project. Standard tag is also a native project because it's built on Shard and it's built to work in our ecosystem as best. So yeah, both are great DEXs that are in our ecosystem. And standard tag standard protocol will also be coming to Astar. And good luck to the team. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for being here as well. I would like to round up now and It was great seeing everyone here. We have now over 1,000 participants in this call. So thanks a lot. We hope we answered all your questions. To give you like just the end note, there will be an article published today regarding the roadmap. Just read through it. If you have any questions regarding this, join our community AMA on Discord this Monday. You can see it in the event when you enter Discord. Join there, talk with us, give us your feedback, questions. We are more than happy to answer them. Yeah, and we also are planning like a launch event when things are more clear, when we will be able to launch. This will also be on Discord. So this will be a live talk that we can have together. And yeah, we hope to see you there. So thanks a lot, everyone, for being here. Sota, I would like to give you the end words and then we can close.
Yeah, we have learned a lot from student, and we improved a lot. And Asta is going to be different story from the student, and we are going to launch Asta very soon. So stay tuned. And after the launch, we are going to focus more on tech and marketing. So a lot of the project will be built on Asta, especially DeFi, and we have two big news coming in weeks. So I'm really excited to be able to share the upcoming updates with you guys.
And don't worry about Shiden. Shiden is always our main, our little sister of Astar. So we need Shiden for Astar. So we can't live without it. So don't you worry about that. We will never forget it about this. Also, to end it, we didn't include anything about marketing in our roadmap because the roadmap is about technical integrations and development, not about marketing. But marketing is like a daily day job that we are doing. We are hiring more people as well regarding this, and we will improve a lot regarding marketing. So don't lose faith. We are on this, and as Sota mentioned, there's great news coming for this. So we have a lot of support, and we are here to make Web3 together and build it together with you guys. So thanks a lot for joining, and see you on Discord. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.